Okay, guys, don't give up on researching and looking into, kind of more so looking into the end of times because we are in them and it's going to be really essential to watch and make sure you're not taking that RFID chip. Um, we are very much in danger right now. When they put that RFID chip in that inoculation, it made me think they could put it in anything else. They could you could go to your bank one day and they could do that because see the library is already offering things on like library cards on your hand or whatever where you can check out books by your hand. So the library is doing it. That immunization thing is doing it. Um, Before long, banks will probably start doing it. Um, it's going to be interesting to watch that. You're going to have to watch, especially your banks, because you're not going to know when to get out of whatever you got to get out of without when your banks if your banks do that suddenly, because they could very well, like Kroger just did it recently, remember, with the no cash unless it's exact change, you can't pay for your items with cash. So anyway, it's something that they're going to do in various places. I look for them to do it in the banks and in the healthcare industry, both ways. And banks, obviously, because they're buying and selling. In the healthcare, because everybody needs healthcare. And if everybody needs healthcare, that's something they can tie to your chip. That they're most likely to tie to your chip. Um, but I would watch out for that. Like I said, especially in the banks and in the healthcare industry, like the health insurances, the different types of insurances you get. Um, they're probably going to start requiring a microchip in them too, or at least presenting it as an option. It's probably not going to be, it's always in the fine print when they do this stuff. So it's probably going to be in the fine print and it's probably going to be optional, but it's going to be difficult for them to take it off to where you don't have to get it. It's going to be something that probably sends them out of their way, um, for the banks, and for the banks, they may not even cover you. Who knows? But anyway, that's two things that they could get you on. So you just may not have health insurance. Your job is something too that they may stop you on. Um, they may want to require that you have the RFID chip to go to your job, or to receive paychecks from your job. It's going to be because it's going to be buying and selling, and jobs are buying and selling. So, but anyway, all of this stuff, yes, it's all going to be done by Visa or something. That's that RFID chip that can go change directly to the RFID chip. They're probably putting it in the works now for Visa, for your job, for the banks, and for the healthcare like that. That would be my guesses on the biggest things that they would go after. Um, and of course, the food, which is weird because they did it at Kroger, which is a grocery store. So they are looking at tying it into your food too. They just don't know how to do it. It indicates to me that they are looking at doing it, to where you can't pay with cash. And then it'll be just with Visa, and then it'll be just with your hand or whatever. Until basically you're down to the one route hand, not even versus a Visa card, not able to use a Visa card. But that's kind of where I think it's headed again. I would definitely watch. Keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled, because they are throwing a lot of low blows in a lot of different directions where you really don't know where you're going to find your RFID chip. You could find it in your cereal tomorrow. So, anyway, keep a watch on those because that is a threat on your soul. And it's an extreme threat, like a permanent threat against you. Um, and anyway, so That's where I would watch for it the most. I would still watch for it in other places because they're really sneaky. But anyway,